Alta Mira provides supports and services to people with intellectual disabilities, developmental delays, or risks of developmental delays. And that can be anywhere from a child being born with Down syndrome to a child being born to a mom who used alcohol or drugs or tobacco during the pregnancy, to a premature child being born. And then we serve those people through the lifespan. If they choose to stay with Alta Mira for as long as they're eligible to receive services in New Mexico, Alta Mira can fill that need.
When my son was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, I felt like I was dropped at the foot of Mount Everest. And I just felt like I was in an area that I could not control. And if I didn't make it to the top of the mountain, my son could die. Alta Mira was the guide. They were the Sherpas that I needed. They didn't carry me. I had to walk, but they were there. David started out with Alta Mira, obviously he was 6 months old, so we did early intervention. And we didn't know what his potential was, if he was going to be very high functioning or not, but no one knows what their child is going to achieve. Without early intervention, I don't think David would achieve the levels of physical ability that he's at, or even relating to other people. I think that the therapists that were there, if without early intervention, we would be stuck at square one.
If Alta Mira is selected by Albuquerque Involved to receive a grant, we will use that money to purchase what we call an intake packet for the families that we serve. And that's going to run this next year probably pretty close to the 900 or so kids that we're serving now. And what we put in the intake packet is a bottle of bubbles, a thing of Play-Doh, a manipulative of some sort, and then we're hoping to include age-appropriate and developmentally appropriate books for these kids in the intake packets. So we look at these intake packets not as just a bag of toys. Everything in that, every item in that bag has a therapeutic benefit to the client, has a therapeutic benefit for the family in terms of increasing sibling interactions if there's other children in the house, increasing quality time for the parent to be involved with their child as they're reading the book, or as they're blowing the bubbles, or as they're manipulating the Play-Doh. This current fiscal year, we were fortunate enough to get a $20,000 challenge grant from the Anderson Foundation. So for any outside fundraising that Alta Mira is able to conduct, the Anderson Foundation will match that dollar for dollar in our early childhood program.
And I think with early intervention, it has made all the difference in the world. And David could reach the potential that he had at whatever level he was at. And I don't think we could have done that without Alta Mira.